My stepkids yelled, "You're not our real father. You have no right to boss us around." I always thought of myself as the quiet problem solver, the guy who kept the peace in my family. But then, they didn't just disrespect me, they stole from me, and in that moment, something inside me shattered, setting off a battle for my own home that they absolutely did not see coming. My name's Ryan, I'm 34, and for most of my life, I've been that person, the one who fixes the leaky faucet without being asked, makes sure the bills are paid, just generally keeps things running smoothly. 3 years ago, I married Laura, and I knew stepping into a blended family wouldn't be easy. She had 2 kids from her previous marriage, Dylan, who was 15, and Emma, 12. And I was ready to do whatever it took to make our new home feel stable. I really thought I was doing a decent job. I worked extra hours so we could afford a bigger place, paid for family trips, and tried to show up for their school events even when I was absolutely exhausted. It wasn't perfect, of course. There were awkward dinners, moments where the tension hung so thick you could almost taste it. But I told myself, Ryan, this is just part of figuring things out. Lately, though, things have been different. It started small. Little comments I brushed off at first. Dylan would roll his eyes if I asked him to take out the trash. Emma would mutter, whatever, and slam her door when I reminded her about homework. Classic teenager stuff, right? I tried to believe it. But then they got bolder. One day, Dylan actually laughed when I asked him to clean up juice he'd spilled, and he sneered, "You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do." It stung. God, it stung. But I just tried to let it go, thinking maybe he was having a bad day. Then it escalated. Laura and I were in the living room one night, and she asked Dylan to turn down his music. I chimed in, trying to back her up, and he just stormed out of his room, stood in the doorway, and shouted, "Why do you even care? You're not even part of this family." Those words, they hit me harder than I expected. My ears burned, my chest tightened, but I just sat there, silent. Laura scolded him, but it felt half-hearted, like she was afraid of pushing him too far. I told myself I was overthinking it, but the disrespect just kept growing. The next week, I came home from work to find Emma and her friends in the living room, surrounded by empty snack wrappers. My snacks. The ones I'd bought for the whole week. When I asked them to clean up, Emma smirked and said, "Why? Mom will do it later." I was stunned. Just stood there, staring at the mess, before quietly picking up the trash myself. That night, lying in bed next to Laura, staring at the ceiling, I finally broke the silence. "I feel like they don't respect me at all," I whispered. "They treat me like I'm just some guy who happens to live here." Laura sighed, set her phone down, and turned to face me. "They're just kids, Ryan. They'll grow out of it. Don't take it so personally." But it was getting personal. Every day, I felt more like a stranger in my own home. I'd come home to blaring TVs, lights on in every room, dishes piled high in the sink. When I asked them to pitch in, they acted like I was some villain, ruining their fun. It was exhausting. And deep down, a part of me started to wonder if they were right. Maybe I wasn't really part of this family. Then came the moment that tipped everything over. Full story link attached below.